Peace. Yeah, I wanted to add on about, the God degree and the 1 to 14. That's the 7th degree for those who don't know. And, one thing that you have to understand is, it's like when you think of the idea of being God, why would you even consider yourself to be anything other than God? You know what I'm saying? One thing you have to recognize is that there's a lot of individuals out here, original people, that don't even know who and what is God. Only they know based on what was told to them or what they was taught. I'm just giving you guys a little tour of Bridgeport, from the bridge point of view. Yeah, looks pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? People be strolling, walking. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like when a person don't know the idea or don't know who and what is God, some people dismiss that idea that God is not real. You know what I'm saying? Some people even dismiss the idea that whoever they think God is whoever God is, which is okay. So, that being said, just wanted to let you guys know that the black man needs to resurrect himself from a state of mental death, of being blind, deaf, and dumb from himself. Because ultimately, what ends up happening is you end up having people call you by different names, just like that God degree is talking about. And it's actual fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how people be like, you can call me anything you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. It's like, you call me everything but God. And I got knowledge of self, and I'm supremely intelligent. And I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for all the original people that don't have knowledge of self. This should be applied to you. That when an individual has the knowledge of self and knows how to apply the tools that was given to them and bestowed upon them, it's incumbent upon you, and it's imperative that you apply that same principle that was given to you to the next person and help that individual know and understand who they are. When a person is called anything other than righteous, civilized, God, godly, positive, it leaves an effect on people mentally. A lot of people don't realize that, but it does. The God degree is simply talking about, in the 1 to 14, a Law's Nation, it's talking about dividing and conquering. See, if you could divide somebody, you could divide up a group of people, right? And you put them all in the room, and you tell one person something about another person, and then you tell another person something else about that other person. What you're originally doing, or you're doing altogether, is you are providing what they call war tactics and a divide and conquer method. Because in order for you to conquer somebody, you have to divide them amongst each other, and that might mean you might have to divide blacks against the whites, Hispanics against the blacks, Latinos versus Cubans, Haitians versus Jamaicans. All these different types of dividing in order for you to get the necessary substance out of it, the end result of what you're looking for, which is they're going to be fighting and killing one another, just as the culture degree in the 1 to 14 says. See, the culture degree goes kind of hand in hand with the God degree because, see, the culture degree said because they started making trouble amongst the righteous people, accusing them of telling lies. See, the people was already righteous. They was already divine. But once you strip the person Once you strip a person of his identity, of his ethnicity, who he is, the knowledge of himself, and who he really is about, and what he really is about, you basically got all the necessary tools to use in order for you to control them. Because if a person knows who they is, you can't really control them. If a person is properly educated, you really can't control them. Because education is what frees somebody out of mental slavery. And that's just the bottom line for everything. So, as I was saying and adding on about the God degree in the 1 to 14, that degree has a lot of meat in it, but a lot of people feel like, some guys, they like, I ain't say some guys, some people feel like, well, the degree is talking about dividing and conquering. No, it's more than just dividing and conquering. It's stripping you of your godhood as the original man. Because you gotta realize, right, if you look closely in that degree, it gives you, it says the God degree, or the 7th degree, the 7th lesson. But 7 in mathematics is God. So when you break down God is the greatest origin defined. The greatest origin defined is the original man. In the degree it says, the original man caused his continent Asia, but the devil caused it Africa to try to divide us, to make us think that we are all different. See? It says the original man, and you add that up with the God degree. God is none other than the original man. The original man knows and understands every square inch of the planet Earth, and he names it according to how he sees it. You see what I'm saying? But I don't want to get long-winded. I just wanted to add on real quick and just let you know, like, black man, it's time for you to wake up and realize that this is not a savage journey that you're on. You're on a journey for righteousness, productivity, positivity, elevation, and constant motivation, and to always know who you are as a black man. So, with that being said, I trust and build that I reach out to a lot of individuals who see that, God is some mysterious being that can't be seen with the physical eyes. No, it's not. It's none other than a black man who has true knowledge of himself, who's in his utmost state of awareness and has supreme knowledge, wisdom, understanding of self, who he is, and how is he related in correlation to the universe. So, I hope, upon self, I trust and build that this video helps you understand who and what is God. Alright? Take care. Peace.